Today was my first day of being a stay-at-home mom to two boys. Alex officially went back to work from his paternity leave, which means Mr. Max is officially 1 month old, and we have some milk to bag, so I figured while we bag our milk, we can talk about how my first day back to being a stay-at-home mom went, because for the last month I've had a lot of help. Even before I had Max, I've had so many people ask me, hypothetically of course, what are you gonna do when Alex goes back to work and you're home alone with two boys every day? And it's like, what do you want me to say? I have felt very confident in myself this entire time. Allegedly, I'm the only one who's felt that way.
I was confident.
Alex said he was confident in me. But today actually went, like, amazing. Like, I honestly, the only thing I could say, like, if it could have went better is Ren didn't nap today, but, like, we had a good day together. It's not like he didn't nap and was, like, cranky. He's napping now, which is kind of late, so I feel like this might throw off bedtime a little bit. So it's like a domino effect. But other than Ren not taking a nap today, things couldn't have went better, really. And I was sad that Alex was going back to work just because, like, we enjoy each other's company and enjoy being home together. So, like, I knew I would miss him and it would be different again. But I was looking forward to kind of getting back into, like, our normal life, our normal routine, being home with Rennie, like, alone, even though, I mean, Max is here. But, like, I just have missed that, like, one-on-one time with him. So I've been looking forward to it. Meanwhile, everyone else thinks I'm gonna, like, curl up in a ball and shake and cry in the corner all day while Alex is at work. Like, what have I ever done for the last 2 years without him being home? I'm sure not every day will line up perfectly like today did, but this morning I woke up and fed Maxie. Thankfully, Alex had to get up around that time, so he was able to finish feeding Max and get to hold him for a little bit before he had to get ready for work. And then he told me to go back to bed, that he would put Max back down. And last night was probably the least amount of sleep I've gotten since having Max, so I was worried last night, like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do tomorrow if I'm running on this little sleep? I was able to sleep until about 7:30 with Max, and then I got up, fed him again, changed him. He ended up going back down, which is crazy. Normally we've just been getting up around 7:30 with him, and then I got him back down, and I was able to pump before either of the boys woke up, and I was able to sneak downstairs, which I've been kind of worried about. We co-sleep with Ren, so he's still in our bed. I know people feel how they feel about that. I don't care. I was worried how I was going to be able to, like, sneak out of the room with Max in the morning without waking Ren up. He's a pretty good heavy sleeper, though. I was also worried how I'd be able to sneak out of the room without him if he was still sleeping and make it downstairs. But thankfully, I was able to pump, come downstairs. I take a lot of stuff upstairs with me every night, like my Stanley, my Boone bottles for my milk, because once I'm upstairs for the night, I'm not coming back down. We have a mini fridge up there. It's been wonderful, so I can just pump and store all my breast milk up there for the night. But then in turn, yeah, I have a lot to bring down in the morning. So I brought all my stuff down. I was able to get dressed, get ready for the day, which I've really been trying to prioritize this postpartum journey, because I definitely did not with Ren. I had a lot of postpartum anxiety and depression and OCD really bad right after Ren was born, and I felt like I couldn't leave the room that he was in. Like, there was no way I could go and shower. Like, I really did not understand how people, like, showered and got ready for the day with a baby. It felt impossible, literally, which sounds so dramatic, but I was having really bad phantom crying. So if I was not in the room, even if I was in the room with Ren sometimes, I would just hear, like, him constantly crying, and it would just really stress me out. So it never felt worth it to, like, go and shower or get ready unless he was literally in the bathroom with me, which isn't always, like, super practical. So I really struggled with that, and I knew going into this postpartum journey, I wanted to prioritize my hygiene and feeling good about myself. So I'm really trying, and I've done pretty well this past month, of making sure I'm showering every day, brushing my hair every day. It sounds stupid, but it's true. And just making sure I'm actually like getting up and out of my pajamas and getting ready every morning. So I was able to do that, and I was so happy. And Max stayed asleep, so I was able to actually make myself some breakfast. I got Ren's breakfast ready, and then that is when Max woke up. So then I was able to go upstairs and get him and sneak back downstairs without waking Ren up, which was picture perfect. So then I came downstairs and fed and changed Max and got him ready for the day. And I tossed him in the baby carrier, and then it was time to wake Ren up. Woke Ren up, got him breakfast, got him changed and ready for the day. We did a fun little science experiment. My grandma did end up coming over, not because I needed her to, but I think she needed to. She just lives next door, and she tried to come over very first thing this morning, and I just told her, like, thanks but no thanks. Like, I'm looking forward to this. I know everyone else thinks I'm not going to be able to handle being home alone with both boys, but I've got this, and I need to do this. Like, they're my kids. Like, what? I don't need someone else to come over every single day. It's not what's going to happen all the time. At some point, I'm going to have to be alone with them. And I think for the most part, most of my family's been nervous about how I physically feel because of the preeclampsia and how my C-section went. But I'm truthfully feeling like so much better now for the most part. For a while there, I couldn't like get down on the floor. I couldn't make it upstairs. So it probably would be hard to be home alone with the boys. But I'm like back to almost normal now, so. But she did end up coming over. Right before she got here, I finished making lunch, and we kind of just hung out. She held Max for a little bit, just got her baby snuggles in, and while she did that, we just talked, and I was able to clean up from our science experiment and get some dishes done and some laundry. And then she left, and me and Ren and Max just hung out until Alex got home. So like it literally couldn't have been easier or went better. I'm sure there's days that are going to be really hard having two and under, but I feel like today was off to a really good start, and now I have a lot of breast milk to bag and not a lot of time. I have been trying to bag as I go just to save myself from having to stand here and bag this much milk at once every time. It's really hard to keep up with, especially when I pump so much in the middle of the night. I'm only doing like 3 pump sessions. I pump once like in bed right when we get in bed before I fall asleep. I pump once in the middle of the night when he wakes up to eat. And then I pump once like very, very early in the morning when I'm still in bed. But just within those 3 pump sessions, that's quite a bit of milk. It's probably about 30 ounces in those 3 pump sessions. So even that alone, I get behind on every morning. And that's pretty much where my pitcher ends up getting filled, is those nighttime pump sessions. And then, yeah, if I'm going to be home alone with both boys during the day, kind of hard to bag as I go. So I just dump it in my pitcher and move along with my day. But if I have the chance to bag it instead of adding it to my pitcher, I'm definitely going to, because that's definitely the easier route. Sometimes it is kind of satisfying to bag it all at once like this. So anyways, 1 bag of 4 ounces, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 84 ounces of breast milk. That was from yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the deep freezer. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.